Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today we have something kind of interesting. We're looking at this is a 2024 Mazda 3 Sport GT. I've had the Mazda 3 on the channel before, actually about 6-8 months ago, something like that. So today is not going to be a typical sort of walkthrough and overview, etc. If you're interested in my opinions on that stuff, you can go check out that video. This has more to do with what is in the console, because this is, yes, ta-da, a 6-speed manual. And in regular viewers, excuse me as I grunt my way inside, will know that I do have a deep and abiding love of manual cars. We don't have so many of those anymore. What's the great statistic? 1% to 2% or something like that of new cars are manufactured with a manual transmission. Yeah, it's a dying breed. And make of that what you will. Continued electrification is making this incredibly redundant. Most people don't like them. That's why they're disappearing. If we bought lots of them, they'd continue to make them, but they don't. But I am going to miss it. So when the opportunity came to book this car, I said, you know what? Let's do a little ode to the 6-speed manual. Well, manual in general, I suppose. So we'll fire it up here. So this one comes with, hold on a second here. Okay, so, all right, well, we're gonna turn the e-brake off. I really wish I had a handbrake. That is something I miss. I really like that. Some cars are still made with a proper handbrake. Even my wife's crappy Kicks has a real handbrake on it. This is the electronic gubbins. That's fine, whatever. One interesting thing before we start driving, that it does come with is auto hold. And I first noticed this when I drove the Civic Si. I'd never seen a transmission hold on a manual before. And it's actually quite useful, because the scariest part about driving a manual is getting stuck on a hill and rolling backwards to chaos and mayhem that follows. So that's nice. That's well done. I like that piece of tech. So let's start driving, shall we? So I said this is this is a 6-speed manual. Most manuals you buy these days will be a 6-speed. I have never seen... It's funny, automatic transmissions go up to like 10 forward gears, if I'm not mistaken. But they draw the line, I believe, with manuals at 6, at least from what I've seen. It used to be 5, was 4 before that, and now they're dying, so they're not going to bother engineering more gears. So this is the Mazda 3 GT, Sport. Thus the hatchback GT. That's the trim level. So you get leather and some other gubbins. I believe that the sunroof comes with the GT trim, etc. But this is the non-turbo. So this is the 2.5 liter Skyactiv G power plant. Really, the 3 only comes with one power plant, and you can turbo it or not turbo it to your pleasure. So this is the non-turbo version. Most of the other 3s I've driven recently have been the basically this trim level, but with the turbo. But the problem is, of course, that if you get the turbocharged engine, it only comes with an automatic. Same as the all-wheel drive. If you want all-wheel drive, it's got to be an auto. But I don't know. They don't sell a lot of these, so I get it. I understand the economics of automobile manufacturing. That doesn't mean it doesn't make me sad. But anyway, so this is kind of like a top shelf manual, I guess. Yeah, so the 2.5 liter Skyactiv G non-turbo engine will give you 190 horsepower and a little less on the torque side. So it's on paper, it's got some balls. It should go. So let's see here. Let me change the info screen here so you guys can. Do I get a bigger one? No, that's it. Okay. So we're at 0, and we'll just. Disclaimer, I'm not the most skilled manual driver, as much as I do love it, so this may or may not be smooth and elegant. Okay, ready? I warned you. There we go. Into 2 and into 3rd. So yeah, if you know how to drive it properly, which I don't, it will go. It will go quite well, actually. It doesn't have the pull of the Civic Si. It doesn't have the fancy camshafts and the tricky diff and all that kind of stuff that makes the Si truly special. But this, as an everyday driver, I think is actually pretty cool. One neat thing that they do include in this thing, in the center display here is an indicator telling you, if you can see that, what gear you're in. So currently we're in third, and it will, based on how you're driving, sort of, I guess it judges, you know, what you have going on at that time. It will suggest the next gear, I guess, for optimized fuel economy, etc. I probably ignore that, of course, because there you go, see, it says 3 and going to 4 for the next one. Yeah, so that's kind of neat. It tells you, you know, yeah, it's okay to shift. You're not going to bog it down or stall it or whatever the case may be, which is cool. So I like, oh, let's go this way, shall we? Absolutely. So yeah, so you get 190 horsepower, a little less on the torque side, six gears in the transmission to have fun with that, and it goes pretty well. You do need to give it the beans. It is, apologies for that. You know, it's got a higher, you got to get like above 3,500, even 4,000 for it to really light your hair on fire. But that's fun. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind throttling it a little bit. Let's do that again, shall we? Put our foot down, and again, right around 4,000. There we go. Now it starts to pick up, and it's just so much fun to kick it through gears instead of just romping your foot down on the gas pedal and letting what will be. It's nice to have involvement, input. I mean, the automatic probably certainly does it smoother and better than I do, but I still really enjoy the experience. It's a lot of fun. It makes driving fun. And this is, of course, a Mazda 3, so it drives well, which is really cool. Something it shares with the Civic Si, right? They're both a lot of fun to drive, inherently. So, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Oh, look at these healthy people. Good for you guys. Keep it up. I envy and loathe you all at the same time. Anyway, back to the car. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I do find first to second a little sloppy, but that could be a Tracy thing, so no judgment there. Other than that, though, it loves to go through the gears. Just absolutely romp on it, drop it to, I should have dropped it 3, and just put your foot down and go. Really great. And then just, yeah, oh man, it's so much fun. And we don't get to do a lot of this anymore. So, yeah. That's all. I just wanted to talk about how much fun it is to drive a proper manual. I drove it in 3 hours of ball-breaking traffic yesterday, and even that didn't diminish my love for coppers. Excuse me 1 second. Oh, that's not cops. What the hell? Apologies, friends. That wasn't the police. That was just somebody who kind of looked like it from a distance. I'm old. I can't see well anymore. Anyway, back to the car. It's a lot of fun. I didn't even mind it in the traffic. Yeah, shifting and stuff, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, fine, fair enough. But the trade-off is when you get an open stretch of road like we had here, it's a Saturday morning for reference, you know, you get to have so much fun. You know, just kick it through the gears, rub the nuts off it, and have a good time. And I think it's our responsibility to enjoy that for as long as that option exists. They are disappearing fast. You used to be able to still get mostly base models, but like quite a few manuals. I think the Elantra is no longer available as a manual, unless you get the top shed, the N line, whatever it is. That's still a 6-speed manual. But like in the base model, it's all auto, which is a bit of a bummer, you know. And they continue to disappear with each successive generation. So I just wanted to get out and sort of hard speed bump. And just share a little bit of that with you guys. This is a lot of fun. It's a great way to drive. And if you're young and you've never done this, the window is closing for you. You know, electrification is going to take this opportunity away from you. So do it while you can. I promise. Yeah, you're always connected to the car. You know, unless you're cruising on the highway, you kind of always got your hand on the shifter, you know, and you're telling the car what to do. And I like that. Hell, EVs pretty much drive themselves, don't they? They don't need us. We're just squishy passengers. So this is our last real kick at the can to be the masters of our own domain, if you will, and really make the decisions. So there it is. That's all. Short video this time. And I thank you all for joining me. Let me know what you think. You guys have any interest in a manual? You know, do you drive one every day? Do you not know what the hell it is? You know, let me know. Post up down below. And in the meantime, have a great day. I'm going to do some more driving. See you later.